Intro contains Rauderberg's avatar and text saying, Accessible Gaming and Blind Gaming Club, with a URL to a website, blindgamingclub.com.
Hi everybody, Rauderberg69 back with you again today to do another demonstration video. Today I'll be demonstrating Factorio and the access mod that has been made so blind and low vision players can play the game. So right now for sighted people, you won't see anything on the screen. I'm just about to start it up so I can show how the launcher works and everything, and then we'll go into the game. So, all right, let me launch it now, and this is how the launcher works when you start the game to play it as a blind or low vision player.
Launching. Pane. Launching. C. Users Mara app data roaming Factorio launcher.exe. Default terminal C. Users Mara app data roaming Factorio launcher.exe blank. Hello Factorio. Main menu. 1. Launch last played. 2. Single player. 3. Multiplayer. 4. Mods. 5. About. 6. Exit.
Okay, so as you heard, it's actually a command prompt that's open. So a command window in Windows itself. I'm not sure how it does it on Mac or on Linux, so I'm guessing it'd be a similar process, but I'm not running it on either of those. I'm running it on Windows 11. So it gives you the numbers to select. So I know that I want to start a new game because I want to do partially a bit of the tutorial today. So I'm going to select 2 because I remember that was a new game, and then we'll move on through the steps so you can have a listen. And if there's anything I need to explain, I'll try and explain it.
2. Single player. 0. Back. 1. New game. 2. Load game.
So if you don't hear something, you can just go 0 to go back.
0. Main menu. 1. Launch last played. 2. Single player. 3. Multiplayer. 4.
And that takes
mods.
you back to the main
5.
menu again.
About.
So
6.
I'll go back
2.
into 2.
Single player. 0. Back. 1. New game. 2. Load game.
So we'll go 1 for a new game.
1. New game.
And I
0.
just press enter
back.
on that.
1. Main game. 2. Mod scenarios.
So I want to do mod scenario. So, and also if you want to hear it again, you can just type in a number that's out of the range. So if I type in 11.
1. Option too high. Please enter a smaller number. New game. 0. Back. 1. Main game. 2. Mod scenarios.
So yeah, so you can do it that way rather than going back as well. So I'll do 2. Mod scenarios.
Mod scenarios. 0. Back. 1. Compass Valley. 2. Demo map 1. Early game systems. 3. Demo map 2. Main bus factory. 4. Demo map 3. Advanced systems. 5. Sandbox world.
So for now, I'm just going to do the first one. So we'll do 1.
1. Compass Valley. A blank version of Compass Valley. 0. Back. 1. Play.
Okay, so we've only got 0 for back and 1 for play. So I'll play, and this will now load the
1.
game.
Launching. Factorio 1.1.110.
So hopefully now for sighted players or sighted people, you now can see something on the screen.
Three. E. Press tab to begin.
Okay, so that's my ship crashed, and there's fires and explosions going off everywhere.
Press H to open the tutorial.
So press tab to begin, and then H to open the tutorial. So it prompts you
Press
all the
H
way.
to open the tutorial. Tutorial system. Press H to hear the current step or press Alt plus H to read its summary. Press Ctrl plus H to go forward and Shift plus H to go back.
So there we go. So it says press H to read it again, or Alt H to read a summary.
Tutorial navigation.
Oop.
Tutorial navigation. Tutorial system. Press H to hear the current step or press Alt plus H to read its summary. Press Ctrl plus H to go forward and Shift plus H to go back.
So it's like most things, like where you press Control or Shift to go backwards and control to go forward. So I'll move on to the next step.
The game automatically saves every few minutes. You can also press F1 to trigger an autosave.
And that's what that sound was before, the tick-tick sound.
Saving game, please wait 3 seconds.
I just pressed F1 to do that, but yeah, that tick-tick every 2 minutes or so, that's it saving the game, which is good. Because if you make a mistake, you can just go back. Sorry about that, just had an itchy ear, had to scratch that. So let's move on to the next part of the tutorial.
In single player mode, the game can be paused and unpaused by pressing escape when no game menus are open. If a menu is open, pressing the escape key will instead exit that menu. All game sounds fade out while the world is paused.
Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is I put off purchasing Factorio because I didn't really know how good this access mod was. So I did watch a demonstration by the developers. But as I said on my stream a little while ago, I think because the developers know the game so well, I didn't understand their explanations so great. So I just thought I'd do this video, just a short, quick demonstration of a couple of steps in the tutorial mode. People can actually see what it's like, and I can explain things a little differently, and hopefully people will get it. So if I press escape, that pauses the game, so you'll hear it'll drown out the sounds. So everything drowns out. I believe the menu's on the screen. I know it brings up some sort of menu because I do have a little bit of sight, but not much. I can just see a dark screen with a rectangular shape in the middle with white or a light color on it. So I'll go back into the game. So that's how you can get out of menus, is by pressing escape or going in. That'll pause the game as well. So we'll move on.
Keyboard warning, an important key is left bracket and your system reads it out as left bracket. Similarly, another important key is right bracket and your system reads it out as right bracket. You may want to adjust your reader settings to include square brackets, and if your system reads a different key name entirely, you can expect these two keys to be located to the right of your P key.
Okay, so they are basically your left and right mouse click. The same as in the Minecraft access mod. So the left square bracket just to the right of the P, and then the right square bracket, which is just to the right of that. You do use them quite a lot. I tend to keep trying to press enter, but I'm supposed to press left click, so I'm slowly learning that. Okay, next step.
Chapter 1, Welcome to Navi, you need iron.
Okay, so we need iron.
You have survived the landing unharmed, but your spaceship is completely wrecked. You will need to build a new rocket from scratch to get back to space. This will require plenty of resources and specialized buildings to process them. But to do any of that, you first need to acquire some iron.
Okay, and when you hear the click sound, that is me going on to the next stage of the tutorial. I'm holding control and pressing H.
You can walk around by pressing W, A, S, D, with the north direction being W. When you press a new direction, you will only turn to the new direction on the first press, and you will take steps on the later presses. As you walk, the cursor system will identify the terrain or the entity in front of you. Try it now.
Okay, so I know he said it, but I'll say it again. When you walk, so I guess I'm facing north at the moment, which is up, which is W, so I'll press that.
Blank.
No, well, we weren't facing that way. That whoosh sound was me actually turning that direction first. So I haven't actually taken a step. So if I now go to the west by pressing A, you'll hear it make that whoosh sound first.
Blank.
And then south.
Dirt 6.
And it's telling me there's dirt 6 in front of me there.
Dirt 6.
And that's to the east.
Blank.
And to the north.
Spaceship with firearm magazine × 8.
Right, so I just took one step forward, and there's the spaceship in front of me with the magazines in them, or it's firearm magazines. So if I move to the west again,
Dirt 6.
That's it turning first.
Dirt 6.
Then I took a step. Now I know it was dirt 6. I'm not sure what the 6 means. Maybe there's 6 dirt there that you could dig up. I'm not sure. And that click was the game saving. So, but that told me the second time was it actually telling me what's in front of me. So if I take another step,
Dirt 6.
that's actually the block directly in front of me that is Dirt 6, not the one I'm standing on. Okay, so we'll move on to the next step. I've done what it said. I'll actually
Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6.
take the 2 steps back, so I know I'm on the
Spaceship with firearm
same
magazine
tile,
times 8.
and I'm facing forward again. I'm facing north. So let's move on.
The coordinate system has been established with your crash site at point 0,0. You can check your cursor coordinate by pressing K. Walking east will increase the X coordinate and walking south will increase the Y coordinate. 1 unit forward means 1 tile forward, which is about 1 meter of distance. Check your coordinates now.
Okay, so I'll press K.
South edge at 0, -2.
I'm at 0, -2. So I've taken 2 steps forward, so
Dirt 6. Dirt 6. At 0, 1. Dirt 6. At 0, -1.
yeah, so I can't actually get on to 0, 0 there for some reason. And I'm only turning around, so that's strange. But all right, we'll move
J.
on.
The main part of your crashed spaceship is just north of point 0,0. The smaller spaceship rack pieces are mostly to your west around the coordinates of -20, 0. Try to walk over to one of them.
Okay, so it wants me to walk to the west, so I'll press A.
Dirt 6. 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 Dirt 6.
And it says -20, so I'm now
At -8, 0.
-8, so I've
Dirt
got a
6.
ways
Dirt
to
6.
go.
Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Space tile occupied.
And there you go.
Dirt 6. Spaceship rack big with iron plate times 2.
And if I try and take another step,
Tile occupied.
that's when it tells me the tile's occupied. And I can check my coordinates by pressing K.
East tip at -17, 0.
I'm at -17, 0. So let's move on then.
When you find an entity with your cursor, it reports some relevant information about it, such as whether a spaceship rack piece you found contains any items like much needed iron plates. You can also press Y to read the description for the selected entity.
And yes, it did say that it was a piece of the spaceship and it had iron, but I will do the Y to show.
This wreck is beyond repair, but perhaps something could be salvaged from it.
It's telling me it's beyond repair, but all right, let's move on.
Walk among the spaceship rack pieces around point -20, 0, until you find one that is reported to contain iron plates,
Yep,
and press Y
I've
to
got
read its
that.
description.
Well,
Tile occupied. The local time is 9:20. Crash site spaceship rack big 1 does not support or does not need rotating.
oh, sorry.
This wreck is beyond repair, but perhaps something could be salvaged from it.
But I know
Dirt 6. Spaceship rack big with iron plate times 2.
it says it's got iron plates times 2, so I don't know why the Y isn't reading it out. That's what I expected it to do, but anyway.
You can quickly empty the output of a selected entity by pressing Ctrl plus left bracket. Try this now with a wreck piece.
Right, so I'm facing it, so Control plus left bracket should pick up the iron pieces. So we'll do that now.
+2 iron plate, 2.
Okay, so I picked up the 2 iron plates, so now if I...
Dirt 6. Spaceship rack big with nothing.
So they're gone now, there's nothing in there.
Items you collect are held in your own inventory, which is represented by rows of slots that can hold items in stacks. Open your inventory now by pressing E.
Okay, so inventory is E, so open that.
Inventory, burner mining drill X1 extraction machine. In most menus, you can press W, A, S, D to navigate between slots or menu lines. Going over the edge of an inventory will wrap around to the other side. For inventory menus, you can also press K to check the currently selected slot's position. Now explore the items in your inventory, including the iron plates you might have just picked up and other items you had grabbed while evacuating the ship.
Okay, so we know we've got a mining
Stone
drill.
furnace X1 smelting machine.
Stone furnace.
Wood X1 raw resource.
We got 1 wood.
Coal X50 raw resource.
Ooh, we got 50 coal.
Iron plate X2 raw material.
There's the 2 iron plates we picked
Empty
up.
slot.
Okay, now it says I can see what slot I'm on by pressing K.
Slot 6, on row 1.
There we go. If I go down with S.
Empty slot. Slot 6, on row 2.
Okay.
Empty
and
slot. Empty
if
slot.
I continue to the right,
Empty slot.
when I get to the end, it should automatically switch back to the first slot, and it makes a sound to tell you that it's doing that.
Empty slot. Empty slot.
I'll keep going, and you'll hear that.
Burner mining drill X1 extraction
There we
machine.
go. So that was it going back.
Slot 1, on row 1.
That was it going back. So if I press to the A again now to go to the left, it'll make that sound again and go to the
Empty slot. Slot 10, on row 1.
slot 10 on row 1. And they give you quite a few slots in your inventory.
Empty slot, 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 empty slot. Slot 10 on row 8.
So you get 80 slots basically. So all right, let's see what it says to do next. I've done the exploration of the inventory.
For a selected item stack in the inventory, you can press Y to read its description. Some items are buildings and so their description begin by specifying their dimensions when they are placed down. Check the descriptions for the items you have now, and then close the inventory by pressing E again.
All right,
Empty slot.
that.
Burner mining drill X1 extraction machine.
So if I do Y on that,
2x2 size with a 2x2 collection area, consumes burner fuels and outputs any ores in its collection area one by one. Can place onto belts or into chests or furnaces.
by placing onto belts and onto things, I think you're not actually placing it onto it, you're placing it beside it, but you can point it, its output chute to output onto belts. That's
Stone furnace X1 smelt, wood X1 raw resource, coal X50 raw resource.
We'll do Y on the coal.
The local time is 20, mined from ore patches. Can be readily used as a fuel or as an ingredient for some recipes.
Okay, so then it said to proceed to close, and we'll move on to the next one.
There might be more wreck pieces around with iron to salvage. However, it is inefficient to keep navigating around an object to find the others, so it is useful to control the cursor independently while your character stands still. This can be done in cursor mode.
Okay, so this is talking about cursor mode, so it's just saying rather than walking around, so I'll go to the next step.
Press I to toggle cursor mode on or off. In this mode, the cursor moves by one tile every time you press a walking direction key or an arrow key. The detached cursor can move infinitely far away, but most cursor-based interactions with an entity require for it to be within your reaching distance, which is about 10 tiles. Press J to return the cursor back to you. Press K to read the cursor coordinates as usual, or press Shift plus K to get the cursor's relative distance and direction from you. Use cursor mode to further explore the crash site for a minute, and collect any items you find from the wreck pieces by pressing Ctrl plus left bracket as before.
Okay, so I'll press I to turn it on.
Cursor mode enabled, spaceship wreck big with nothing.
So now what that means is now that I have the cursor mode on, I won't actually physically move on the screen. It'll be the cursor moving around the screen.
Spaceship wreck big with nothing. Spaceship wreck big with Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt
I'm
6.
just moving around with the WAS and D.
Dirt 6. 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 Dirt 7. Dirt 7. Dirt 7. Dirt 7.
Not coming across any spaceships.
Dirt 6. 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 Spaceship with firearm magazine times 8.
Right, I'll pick that up. So it said to use Control left click again. So right left bracket.
Plus 8 firearm magazine.
Okay,
10.
so I picked up the firearms, and we can check where our cursor is right now by pressing K.
Full health.
Oh. Sorry. I pressed G.
South edge at -11, -2.
So I'm at -11, -2.
Dirt 6.
And that's
Spaceship
the
with
south
nothing.
edge.
Spaceship with spaceship with nothing. Spaceship with Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Spaceship with nothing. Spaceship with nothing. Spaceship with nothing. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt 6. Dirt spaceship with nothing. Dirt grass 4. Grass 4. Grass 4. Grass 4. Grass 4.
This must be pretty spread out.
Spaceship wreck medium with iron plate times 1.
Okay, so that.
Spaceship wreck big with iron plate times 1.
Oh, that's two pieces.
Spaceship wreck big with iron plate times 1.
That's two separate pieces. So we'll see if we can pick up that iron plate. Oh, just getting a bit lost on my keyboard here. So.
Plus 1 iron plate, 3.
Okay.
Spaceship wreck big with nothing. Spaceship wreck medium with iron plate times 1. Plus 1 iron plate. Spaceship wreck medium with nothing. Dirt 7. Dirt 7. Grass 4. Grass 4. Grass 4.
All right, I think that's enough exploring. So it said to press J to center my cursor back on me.
Cursor returned at -16, 0. Dirt 6. Character Roderberg 69.
So that's on me. So that's where it is. So let's move on to the next.
While cursor mode makes movement faster, trying to find anything by chance is still not efficient. Therefore you can instead use your entity scanner tool. When you run a scan with it, it creates a snapshot of all the entities around you at that moment and creates an information list about them, including their positions. You can run a scan by pressing End. This sorts the scan results list by distance from your character's current position. The distances to objects update automatically as you move, but to reorder the list according to a new reference position requires pressing N. Run a scan now.
Okay, so some screen readers read funny, so just for clearness, that is saying to press END, E-N-D, Echo November Delta.
Copper ore 34 east 1 of... Scan complete.
Okay, so the scan's complete. Let's see what it says to do next.
To navigate the scan results list, press page up and page down. Press home to repeat the selected entry. Reading a list entry makes your cursor jump to that entity, and so you can explore around it using cursor mode. You can also read its description by pressing Shift+Y. Explore the scan list now.
Okay, so again, page up, page down to go through the items. And when you select that item with page up, it actually moves the cursor to that point.
Spaceship Wreck Small 2 Northeast 1 of 2. Spaceship Wreck Big Empty 2 Northwest 1 of 2. Spaceship Wreck Big with Iron Plate 5 West 1 of 2.
So I'm now on that, so I should be able to use my left bracket to pick up any iron that's in there, so I'll do that. No. So maybe I press home.
Spaceship Wreck Big with Iron Plate 5 West 1 of 2.
I think it might be actually too far away from me.
+1 Iron Plate
I got
5.
it. I actually had to press the home. It says it moves the cursor there, but I had pressed home and I think that actually moved the cursor to it. But anyway, I'll keep...
Spaceship Wreck Small 7 Northwest 1 of 2. Spaceship Wreck Small 10 West 1 of 2. Spaceship Wreck Medium Empty 10 West 1 of 1.
See, that says it's 10 West, so that's getting...
Spaceship Wreck Small 12 West 1 of 2.
They're getting out of my range because it said my range is 10.
Spaceship with Firearm Magazine 12 Northeast 1 of 1.
So I shouldn't be able to pick that up. Press home to select.
Spaceship with Firearm Magazine 12 Northeast 1 of 1.
And...
+8 Firearm Magazine
It still
18.
let me pick it up. That's okay.
Spaceship Empty 12 Northeast 1 of 1. Spaceship Wreck Small 17 Southwest 1 of 2. Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 17 West 1 of 1.
Now that's 17. Surely that won't let me pick it up from there.
Spaceship
I don't know.
Wreck Medium
Not
with Iron
sure.
Plate 17 West 1 of...
Yep, won't let me pick that up. So we'll press home again.
Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 17 West 1 of 1.
So that's 17 to the west. So I have to get out of cursor mode so I can run.
Error, no selected item or fluid. Cursor mode disabled. Spaceship
Okay,
Wreck Big with
so-
tile occupied.
I can't go that way because there's a
Dirt
tile
6.
in front.
Dirt 6. Spaceship Wreck Big with nothing.
That's 3.
Spaceship Wreck Big
4.
with tile occupied. Dirt 7. Spaceship Wreck Big Dirt 7. Spaceship Wreck Big with nothing.
5.
Tile occupied. Dirt 7. Dirt 7. Spaceship tile occupied. Tile occupied. Dirt 7. Dirt 7. Dirt 7.
Right. See how close we are now.
Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 12 Northwest 1 of 1.
I picked up from there before, so let's try it again. No. It says it's northwest now. So
Dirt 7.
up.
Grass 4. Dirt 7. Space Grass 4. Grass 4. Grass 4. Dirt 7. Grass 4. Spaceship Wreck Big with nothing.
right. So I zigzagged up as I was going up. So let's.
Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 9 West 1 of 1.
So it says it's 9. So it should be a.
+1
There we
Iron
go.
Plate 6.
So I was close enough to get that.
Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 11 Southwest 1 of 2.
So hopefully we can pick that one up.
Spaceship Wreck +1
Yep.
Iron Plate. Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 13 Southwest 1 of 1.
That's 13, so it's probably out of range, but we'll try it. Yep. So that was southwest.
Dirt 7. Dirt 7.
So we'll see how far away it is now.
Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 13 Southwest 1 of 1.
It's 13 southwest.
Tile Dirt 7. Dirt 7. Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron Plate 11 Southwest 1 of 1.
Try and pick it up now.
Spaceship Wreck Medium with Iron +2
Yep.
Iron Plate 9. Spaceship Wreck Medium Empty 13 South. Copper Ore 41 Northeast 1 of
Okay.
2. Spaceship Wreck Small 26 West 1 of 2. Water 29 Northwest 1. Fish 31 North. Forest Dense 39
I
North 1 of
think we're
300.
out of the spaceship now,
Spaceship
so
Wreck Small
let's
26 West 1
go
of
on to
2.
the next part of the tutorial.
Cursor mode enabled.
I'll just
Spaceship
turn
Wreck
cursor
Small
mode
facing
back
north.
on. and I'll bring my cursor back to me,
Cursor returned all at -24. 2.
and we'll go on to the next tutorial.
If two entities have the same name and properties, such as two separate water bodies, then they get listed in the same scanner list entry. This ensures that every new scanner list entry is a new kind of entity. To switch between different instances of the same entity, you can press Shift plus page up or Shift plus page down.
Yep.
Test the scanner for a few minutes while you locate more spaceship wreck pieces,
Done
if any,
that.
and salvage from them.
Sorry.
You now have some salvaged iron to use, and the basics of navigation in the world and in inventories have been covered. However, you will need much more iron to do just about anything. Luckily, there appears to be iron ore found in large patches across the surface, and so it is now time for some mining and smelting.
Ooh, mining and smelting. Let's go.
Chapter 2, Mining and Smelting. Run the scanner and go through the scan results to find iron ore. To make the scan results less crowded, you can filter it to include only a specific category of entities. Switch your filter categories by pressing Ctrl plus page up or Ctrl plus page down. For example, when scanning for iron ore, you can switch to the scanner category of resources.
Okay, so I get that.
While you can go to the iron ore patch using the current telestep walking mode, consider the alternative named smooth walking mode.
Okay.
In this mode, to make the scan
I'll put
results
that
less
back,
crowded,
so we'll
you
do
can
scan
filter it
and
to
we'll
include
find
only
it,
a
and
specific
then we'll
category
move
of
on.
entities. Switch your scan complete.
Okay, so now it said to switch to a different mode, so that was Shift and page up or page down.
Character Roderberg 6901 of 1. Character Roderberg 6901 of 1.
Must have been Control.
Resources.
There we go. So we're now on resources, so it'll only now show up resources, where
All.
before it was on all.
Resources. Forest dense 39 north 1. Copper ore 41
We're looking
northeast
for
1.
iron
Iron
ore.
ore 49
There we
southeast
go.
1 of 8. Iron ore 49 southeast 1 of 8.
So it's
Iron ore 49 southeast 1 of 8.
southeast 49. So we'll move on to the next part of the tutorial and see what he was going to tell us.
While you can go to the iron ore patch using the current telestep walking mode, consider the alternative named smooth walking mode. In this mode, pressing a direction key makes you immediately turn and run towards the relevant direction for as long as you hold down the key. Press Alt plus W to toggle your walking mode. While smooth walking, you are no longer locked to the coordinate grid and you can also run diagonally. Also in this mode, the cursor does not read the terrain of tiles in front of you. Try this mode now, and switch back when you prefer. Cursor mode disabled.
Okay.
Dirt 7.
Disable cursor mode, and it was Alt W.
Walking smoothly enabled.
Right, so we're walking smoothly, so we had to go southwest.
S. D. D. Blank. D. Blank. Blank. D. Blank. S. S. D.
So I'm
Blank.
sort of running diagonally, so we'll see how far away we
Iron
are.
ore 26 northeast 1 of 8.
It's northeast now, so I've gone down a bit
W.
too far.
W. Iron ore 23 northeast 1 of 8. W. Iron ore 21 east 1 of 8.
Right, so now it's
D.
east.
Blank. Iron ore Iron ore 3 northwest 1 of 8.
Northwest. So
Iron
okay.
ore X
Oh, there we
200.
go.
Iron ore Iron ore X 1000. Iron ore X Iron ore blank. Iron ore X 1000. Iron ore X
Just trying to
252.
get into the middle of it. So now we'll Alt W to get back to the other stepping mode.
Telestep enabled.
Telestep. So we're back in Telestep and we'll move on to the next part of the tutorial.
Walk over to the iron ore patch. You can keep pressing home to keep track of its position as you walk.
Yep, that's what I was doing.
Once you have reached the iron ore patch, you can mine a selected ore tile by holding down X. It takes some time, but the ore slowly builds up in your inventory. Mine 10 units of iron ore.
Okay.
Blank.
So,
Dirt 2. Dirt 2. Dirt 2. Blank. Iron ore X 1648.
I'm on the iron ore, so now I'll press X.
X. X.
Right. See how many iron ore we've got. So we're going to
Inventory.
inventory.
Stone furnace X. Wood X1 row. Coal X5. Iron ore X4 row resource.
We've only got 4, so I'll keep going.
X. 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 Iron ore X 2034. X. X.
Okay, so I was listening while that was doing it, and there was a slight sound in the background. I don't know if you heard it. It was just a... I'm not going to try and make the sound, but it was a slight sound, and I counted those. So let's see if I was correct and that I just mined 6, because I already had 4.
Inventory. burner, stone furnace, wood X1, coal X50 row, iron ore X10 row resource.
Yep. So that sound that it was making was actually me picking up the iron ore that I was mining. So, and I've mined the 10 that it asked me to mine.
Menu closed. The ore needs to be smelted in a furnace for it to be usable. You should have a small furnace unit in your inventory, among the emergency equipment you grabbed while evacuating the ship. Press E to open your inventory. Inventory, burner mining drill. Find the stone furnace in your inventory using the direction keys. You can take it in hand by pressing left bracket and then press E to close the inventory.
Okay.
Stone furnace X1 smelting
There it is.
machine.
So we press the left bracket.
Stone furnace facing north 1 in hand.
All right, I got it in my hand, and we press E
Menu
to close
closed.
that, like it said, and we go to the next.
Your hand is attached to your cursor and it can hold one item stack. You can read what it is holding by pressing Shift plus Q, and you can empty your hand into your inventory by pressing Q. Try now to put away the furnace and then grab it again.
So Shift Q
Stone furnace facing north 1 in hand.
tells me where it is, and then I press Q to put
Emptied
it away.
hand.
Yep.
Cursor mode enabled. Iron ore, X2028.
Get that enabled. So right, we put that away. So
If the stack in hand contains buildings, you can place one down to build it on the spot. While your hand hovers over a tile, the cursor sometimes reports preview info about trying to place the building there. You can get additional preview info by pressing K.
right, so we'll get it back out again.
Inventory, burner mining drill, stone furnace X1, stone furnace facing north 1 in hand. Menu closed.
And I think he said K.
Center at 33, 9. Preview is 2 tiles wide to the east and 2 tiles high to the south.
Okay, so it's telling me that it's 2 to the east and 2 to the south. So that's the size of the building.
With the furnace in hand, walk 4 or 5 tiles into the ore patch and place down the furnace by pressing left bracket. If you want to pick it back up later, you can mine it by holding down X. Mining it returns the furnace item to your inventory.
So you don't actually lose the item, you can pick it back up by facing it, selecting it, or highlighting it, standing in front of it, and then press X to mine it, basically. So we'll put it down.
Stone furnace, out of fuel. The furnace is now on the ground as a 2x2 building. You can check the status of any building by pressing right bracket on it. Check the furnace status now. No fuel, idle and consuming 0.0 watts as burner fuel, full health.
Right, so that was pressing the right bracket on it.
The furnace reports being out of fuel or raw materials.
Yes.
This is predictable right now because we are going to fill it up, but generally it is useful to check the status of a building to understand what is going on with it. You can open the menu of a building such as a furnace by pressing left bracket. For most buildings, the menu is divided into multiple sectors, with each sector having its own inventory and its own purpose. You can review the currently opened menu and sector by pressing Shift plus E. Now open the furnace menu and check its sector.
Okay, so we'll open it by left clicking on it.
1 output, empty slot.
And we're on the output, and
Empty slot.
so
Press Ctrl plus F to start typing in a search term.
Whoop.
Menu closed.
yeah, we'll do that again.
You can open the menu of a building such as a furnace by pressing left bracket.
All
For
right.
most buildings, the menu is divided into multiple sectors, with each sector having its own inventory and its own purpose. You can review the currently opened menu and sector by pressing Shift plus E. Now open the furnace menu and check 1 output,
I
empty
forgot
slot.
which key it was, so we're a Shift plus E, it said.
Building stone furnace, output,
So we're in the output.
empty slot.
So what's it say to do next?
You can switch between sectors using Tab and Shift plus Tab. Switching to a new sector announces its name and how many slots its inventory has. One of the sectors for every building is the player inventory, available for convenience but with fewer features than usual. You can close the building menu by pressing E.
Okay, so if I tab,
1 fuel, empty slot.
it's gone to the fuel menu,
1 input, empty slot.
the input menu.
Select a recipe, player inventory, burner mining drill X1 extraction machine.
Okay, so we'll close it
Menu
like it
closed.
said.
To get the furnace working, you will need to add the iron ore and some fuel, as follows. From the furnace's player inventory sector, grab the iron ore stack into hand by pressing left bracket. Then switch to the furnace input sector using Tab and deposit the stack in hand by pressing left bracket.
Okay,
Inventory,
so,
burner mining drill X1 extraction machine.
oh, hang on. We've got to left click on it to highlight, select its
1 output, empty slot.
tab
1
over
fuel,
to
1
my
input.
inventory.
Select a recipe, player inventory, burner mining
And
drill
we've gotta
X1,
get the
wood
iron
X1,
ore.
coal X5, iron ore X10 row resource.
So we left bracket on that.
Iron ore 10 in
Get
hand.
it, and then we tab back to the input.
1 output, 1 fuel, empty slot. 1 input, empty slot.
And we press left to drop the
Emptied hand.
in there. Now, what does it say to do? I'm guessing it's going to tell me to do the coal.
Now the furnace will need fuel to burn. You have 1 stack of coal among your emergency supplies, so you can use some of that. Find the coal from your inventory and take it in hand, but then close the menu by pressing E. The coal will remain in hand. Select a recipe. Player inventory. Iron plate X9 raw material. Empty slot. Empty slot. Empty slot. Iron plate X9 raw material. Coal X50 raw resource.
Right. So coal.
Another menu is open.
Oop.
Coal 50 in hand.
Then we close the
Menu
menu.
closed.
Right. Now we move on. See what he says to do.
While you can insert all of the coal stack into the furnace, you will need some of it later. Therefore a different technique will be used for inserting it. With no open menus but coal still in hand, find the furnace with the cursor and press Z to do a smart drop. This will smart insert only 1 unit from the stack in hand into the appropriate sector of the selected building. Stone furnace producing iron plate. Stone furnace producing iron plate, out of fuel.
Right. So we're on the stone furnace, and it said to press Z. ZZ, depending on what part of the world you're in.
Z.
Okay. So that definitely...
Press Z over the furnace about 10 more times. The furnace should now be working, which is audible from its crackling sounds. Note that 8 coal units are enough to smelt a full stack of 100 iron plates.
Yep, I definitely hear it crackling, and it said 10 more times.
Z, 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 Z.
There we go.
Examine the working furnace status in its sectors. Some of the input and fuel should have disappeared into the building while it is working. After some time, the processed output appears at the output sector. Every building continues working without stopping until it runs into an issue, such as missing inputs or full outputs. Furnaces burn fuel efficiently such that 1 unit of any fuel can be used for multiple smelting cycles, and when a furnace gets interrupted, a partially burned fuel item's remaining energy is stored without being wasted.
Okay, so that's all interesting.
Press Q to empty the coal from your hand. Then press Ctrl plus left bracket to collect iron plates from the output sector of the furnace. You will
Okay.
need to mine more iron ore if you want to keep this furnace going, but you can use mining drills to do this for you.
Okay, so
Emptied
press
hand.
Q to get rid of that. And we make sure we're highlighted on the...
Character Rodder, stone furnace, 10 ready,
And then it
input
was-
missing.
There's 10 ready, so we've got to press Control left bracket, and that picked it up. Because it should say...
Stone furnace, input missing.
Right, so input is missing, so there's nothing in there. Right, so we'll move on to the next step.
You also had a fuel-powered burner mining drill as part of your emergency equipment. You can set up this mining drill in such a way that it directly mines and drops ore into the furnace. This is more easily done in cursor mode, which you can enable now by pressing I.
Yep, I'm already in cursor mode, so that's fine.
Open your inventory with E and grab the burner mining drill with left bracket. Close the inventory by pressing E again. Because of cursor mode, the build preview in hand will move around with the cursor while you stand still.
Okay, so we'll do
Inventory, burner mining drill X, burner mining drill facing
that.
north, menu closed. Stone furnace, input missing. Stone furnace, input
that.
missing.
Right, so we'll move on because we definitely have it in our hand. I can't see it moving around because I can't see it.
The drill in hand is a 2x2 building, just like the furnace on the ground. In cursor mode, a building is always held by its northwest corner, or its top left corner. This property can be used to align buildings, as will be demonstrated now.
Okay, so it's just telling you when you're holding the building, it's always you're holding it from the northwest corner or the top left corner of the building. So you can figure out where to put it down from there.
With the drill in hand, move the cursor to the northwest corner of the furnace on the ground. You can check the selected part of the furnace by pressing K. This info will also report that the drill in hand is 2x2, meaning that it should be directly over the furnace when aligned.
Okay, so I'm going to move
Stone
down
furnace, input missing.
just to show. So if I press K,
Southwest corner at 33, 10. Preview is 2 tiles wide to the east and 2 tiles high to the south.
okay, so it's telling me I'm in the southeast corner of the building, which is the bottom left, and that's of the furnace that I've already put on the ground. So it told me to be in the northwest corner of that. So
Stone furnace, input missing.
I've just moved up one.
Northwest corner at 33, 9. Preview is
And
2
I'm in the
tiles
middle.
wide to the east and 2 tiles high to the south.
I'm in the northwest corner, and it's telling me the preview, which is the mining drill that I've got in my hand, is the preview. So we'll move on to the next step.
Now press any direction key twice and then press left bracket. This moves the drill by 2 tiles and places it wall to wall with the furnace. Note that the placement area needs to have at least some iron ore beneath it for this to work.
Okay, so it's just saying because the furnace is 2 by 2, now that I'm in the northwest corner of that building, if I go up 2, I can place the drill directly to the north. If I move to the right 2 to the east, I can place it there. So it's just telling you that with this style of building, it's very easy to line it up. So I'm going to put this drill to the east side of this building. So I'm going to move to the right 2.
Stone furnace, iron ore, X 2255.
And it said I had to have iron ore under the mining drill, which that just told me I have iron ore. So we'll just do the K just to show that.
Center at 35, 9. Preview is 2 tiles wide to the east and 2 tiles high to the south.
Right, so it didn't actually tell me, and it's not telling me I'm at the building. So we'll see what it says to do next. I'm sure it wants me to place it.
Examine the mining drill by opening its menu with left bracket.
Right, so
note that it does not have any input or output sectors.
I must have been meant to place it.
This is because mining drills collect inputs.
So I'll place it now.
Burner mining drill drop chute, facing north, mining from iron ore times 9,842, out of fuel.
Okay, so it's saying it's facing north. I just want to go back to the previous tutorial.
Now press any direction key twice and then press left bracket. This moves the drill by 2 tiles and places it wall to wall with the furnace. Note that the placement area needs to have at least some iron ore beneath it for this to work.
Right, so we'll go on.
J. Examine the mining drill by opening its menu with left bracket. Note that it does not have any input or output sectors. This is because mining drills collect inputs directly from the ore tiles below them and they eject their outputs directly from their output chutes, which face the same direction as the drills. If there is a container or a furnace in front of the output chute, then the drill fills it up. If nothing is in front of the output chute, then the ore falls to the ground and clogs the output chute.
So that's pretty clear, the output chute. Whichever direction it's facing, but if you've got nothing in front of it, it only puts one item out and then stops.
Based on the mining drill properties explained, the drill placed down earlier needs to be rotated to face the furnace. Select the drill with the cursor and press R or Shift plus R to rotate it to the correct direction. For example, if the furnace is located at the west of the drill, then the drill needs to face the west. Stone furnace, input, burner mining drill drop chute,
right, so
facing
I'm on
north,
the burner
mining from
drill.
iron ore times 9,842, out of fuel.
And it's told me it's facing north and I've got to face it west. So I'm just going to use the R to rotate it now that I've highlighted it by putting the cursor over it.
East.
So it's now facing east and I've got to face it to the west, which will then be facing
South.
the
West.
Right, so that's now facing the furnace. And if I go onto
Stone
the furnace,
input missing,
and then go back to the mining drill, it'll tell me that what it's actually doing. So I'll let you hear that.
Burner mining drill, facing west outputs to stone furnace, mining from iron ore times 9,842, out of fuel.
Okay, so it told you it's facing west, it will output to the stone furnace, and it's mining from the iron. So it gives you all the information you need. You just got to stop and listen to it.
The correctly rotated drill needs to be refueled. Grab coal from your inventory as before and smart drop about 20 units into the drill by pressing Z over it repeatedly. Note that 15 units of coal are needed for every 100 units of ore mined.
Okay.
Inventory, wood X1, coal X39 raw resource.
Get the coal.
Coal 39 in hand.
Close
Menu
that.
closed.
Make sure
Stone
we're
burner mining drill, facing
We're on
west
the
outputs
burner,
to stone
so now I've
furnace,
got to put
mining
20
from
in,
iron ore
so
times
don't mind me.
9,800 and Z, 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 Z.
I hope that was 20. Right, so we'll move on to the next step.
Now that the drill and the furnace are both working, you now have an automatic supply of iron plates. However, you will run out of coal soon, and so your next goal will be to start mining more coal to keep your machines running. Chapter 3, Get Coal and Get Crafting. Coal is an ideal fuel source. It is not as energy dense as processed fuels, but it is abundant and can be used as soon as it is mined. Like iron ore, coal can be found in patches and mined by hand or by using drills. It can also be found inside huge rocks that can be found across the surface.
So it's talking about huge rocks now.
Before leaving your machines to go find coal, note that you will need to return to the iron ore patch several times. Therefore, it would be good to set up a fast travel point here. You can set up fast travel points as reference points with descriptions, and you are also able to teleport to them using your mini teleporter tool.
Okay.
Open the fast travel menu by pressing V and follow the instructions to create a fast travel point near the furnace.
Okay, so that was V for Victor. So we'll press that now.
Fast travel. Navigate up and down with W and S to select a fast travel location, and jump to it with left bracket. Alternatively, select an option by navigating left and right with A and D.
Don't know what that building sound is, but okay. So
Read description.
we've got to move left and right to...
Rename. Rewrite description. Relocate to current character. Broadcast to team players. Delete. Create new.
Right, so create.
Type in a name for this fast travel point, then
And I
press
just
enter
left
to
bracketed
confirm,
on
or
that.
press ESC to cancel.
So we know this is an iron mine, so we will...
I.
Whoop.
I. E. R. O. B. N. Space. M. I. N. E.
And then I'll press enter, because I believe it's a text field, so I don't know, but we'll try it. I've called it iron mine.
Fast travel point iron mine created at 32.9.
Okay, so and it tells me where it is. And we'll get out of that menu,
Menu closed.
and we'll see what he says to do next.
Test your fast travel point by walking a few steps away and opening the fast travel menu again with V, and then selecting the point and pressing left bracket. Cursor mode disabled. Stone
Right,
furnace.
so
36 ready. Input
He
missing.
wants me to walk away.
Iron ore. Dirt 5.
Right, so we're a ways away from it. So we press V.
Fast travel. Navigate up and down with W. And iron mine at 32.
Iron
9.
mine, then we
Cursor moved.
left bracket on that.
Left bracket.
And we're back beside our iron machine.
Center at 31.9.
So if I move my cursor...
Stone furnace producing iron plate. 43 ready.
Oh, there's 43. I'm going to pick them up. So control left.
-19 coal. 0.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I just put that coal in? I think I just put that coal in.
Q. 1 output. Iron plate X49. Cannot pick up items while in a menu. Iron plate X51. 1 fuel. Coal X25.
How much coal do I have? 'Cause
Menu closed.
I just need a little bit of coal.
Inventory. Iron plate empty slot. Empty slot. Wood X1 raw resource.
I
Iron
got
plate
no
X19.
coal. So I need some coal back.
Pistol with 18
See,
firearm magazines.
You've got to pay attention to what you're doing.
1 output. Iron plate X50. 1 fuel. Coal X25.
So I'll just take that out
Coal 25 in hand.
and I'll just go out of that menu
Menu closed.
and
Z. Z. Tile occupied. Iron ore. X1100 and item on ground. Coal.
I'm not in cursor mode.
Cursor mode enabled. Stone furnace producing iron plate. 59 ready. Out of fuel.
Yeah.
-1 coal. 22. -1 Z. -1 coal. 20.
Right, that's all the coal I'm going to put in there for now, and I'll take that
Emptied
out of my hand, and now I'll pick up the sheets.
Plus 63 iron plate. 82.
So I've picked up all those sheets. So you got to remember, I'm a noob at this too, but I'm just showing how well the access mod has been made. Right, let's move on to the next one.
Now you are ready to search for huge rocks using the scanner tool. To recap on the scanner controls, you run a scan by pressing end, and navigate the list with page up and page down, or press home to reread. You can also switch your filter categories by pressing Control plus page up or Control plus page down. Run a scan now.
Okay,
Iron ore 12 southwest 1 of 8. Scan complete.
and we'll see what he says.
While you can walk to distant objects, the teleporter tool can also be used at any time to teleport to the cursor location by pressing Shift plus T. When you combine this feature with the scan list making the cursor jump to indexed entities, it means that you can simply teleport to any entity after finding it with the scanner.
Okay, so we can teleport to anything.
Walk or teleport to a huge rock. Make sure it is not
Okay.
simply a big rock, because only huge rocks contain coal. If you cannot find any huge rocks, you can mine coal from a coal patch instead. Copper ore 3 aligned, Big Sandy Rock 37, Coal 42 aligned, Big Rock 54 Stone 64 south, Huge Rock 63 southeast
Okay.
1 of 132, Huge Rock 63 southeast 1
Set
of
my cursor on
132,
it,
distant.
and
Teleported
I
2
just-
northwest of target.
teleported to it. So I teleported northwest of it, so that means it's to my south.
Huge rock.
Here it is. And I'll see what he says, but I'm sure it'll say just to press X to mine it, just like the coal.
Mine the rock you find by holding X. Now use the scanner to locate another one and repeat this process until you have at least 2 stacks each of coal and stone, which means at least 100
Let's get
X.
on with it.
X.
Right, we got that one. See how, no, we'll just move on.
Forest sparse 18, water 100, crude oil 200, uranium ore 2, uranium ore 2, uranium ore, crude oil 200 and crude oil 200. Scan complete. Huge rock 6 southeast 1 of 132.
Okay, so we'll select that one.
Huge rock 6 southeast 1 of 132. Rock huge does not support or does not teleported 2 northwest of target.
So again, I'm northwest of it, so
Huge rock. X. X.
got that one. Sure,
Dead Grey Trunk 4 South, Forest Sparse, Coal 23, Big Sandy Rock, Iron Ore 40, Stone 56 Southwest 1 of. Scan complete. Huge Rock 5 Southeast 1 of 134. Huge Rock 5 Southeast 1 of 134. Teleported 3 southwest of target. X. X.
Let's see how much we've got.
Inventory, wood X1 raw resource. Coal X50 raw resource. Coal X50 raw resource.
Right, I've got 2
coal
stacks
X40
of coal.
raw resource. Stone X50 raw resource. Stone X50 raw resource.
And I've got
Stone
2
X9
stacks
raw
of
resource.
stone. So we've got enough now, so let's move on to the next
Menu
part
closed.
of the tutorial.
Use the fast travel menu to return to your furnace and miner and collect iron plates from the furnace output sector, using Control plus left bracket.
Alright, so it wants me to go back.
Fast travel, navigate up and down with iron mine at 32, 9, cursor moved. Left bracket.
Right, we're back at the mine. And it said to get the ore out.
Item on ground, coal. Stone furnace producing iron plate, 38 ready, out of fuel.
Alright, so we'll get that.
Left brace.
Oop.
1 output, iron plate X38. Grabbed iron plate X38.
And while I'm in there, while
Menu
I'm
closed.
here, I'll get some coal because that's my fault that there's no coal in there.
Inventory. Coal X50 raw resource. Coal 50 in hand 140 total. Item on ground. Stone furnace producing iron plate, out of minus 1 coal, 131.
Right, so I just put 10 coal in there. And the drill has stopped as well.
Burner mining drill, facing west outputs to stone furnace, mining from iron ore times 9,709, out of fuel. Minus 1 coal,
Right, I'll put
122.
another 10 in there, so let's see what it tells me to do next. Whoop. Paused it, sorry about that.
Now that you have a fair amount of coal, you can insert larger amounts. Take coal in hand from the inventory and hover it over the furnace like before. This time press Ctrl plus right bracket. This will smart drop half of the stack in hand into the machine, which is 25 coal.
Alright, I'll do what it tells me
Burner
to do.
mining drill, stone furnace producing iron plate,
So
14 ready.
Control plus right bracket.
Minus 16 coal, 106. Burner mining drill, facing west outputs to stone furnace. Minus 25 coal, 81.
Right, so that put 25 coal into that one. And I've got 81 coal left.
Read the stack in hand by pressing Shift plus Q and note that the stack has been refilled using other coal stacks from the inventory. This is a feature of smart inserting. Now hover the cursor over the mining drill and drop a whole stack of coal into it by pressing Ctrl plus left bracket. And with that, all 3 types of smart dropping have been covered. Burner mining drill, facing west outputs to stone. Minus 19 coal, 62.
Right, so I've filled that up with full. Now, like he said, and if I check,
Coal 50 in hand,
and
62
I've got
total.
50 in hand, so it always keeps your hand full at 50.
Emptied hand.
Right, so we'll get that out of my hand so I don't go throwing it around. I've already thrown some on the ground, which I don't know how to pick up just yet. But okay, we'll move on quickly. I want to get more of this.
With the fuel top up, you will soon have enough iron to craft many machines. You can begin to craft your first machines now, which will be new furnaces and new mining drills so that coal mining can be automated.
Okay,
The crafting menu is one of the player menus. You can open this menu by pressing E to open the player inventory menu and then pressing Tab to switch to the crafting menu. This menu is similar to an inventory, but all its slots contain crafting recipes instead of item stacks. Crafting recipes are grouped into 4 item categories. You can switch category by pressing W or S, and you can navigate the recipes within a category by pressing A or D. Navigate to the production category and find the stone furnace recipe. The list is alphabetical. Inventory, wood X1, crafting, access radar, can craft 0. Intermediate products, automation, production, boiler, can craft 21. Burner mining drill, electric mining drill, lab, can offshore pump, repair pack, steam engine, stone furnace, can craft 21.
And you can continue doing the tutorial while you're in these menus as well. So you don't have to go back out to continue the tutorial. Just Control H will go to the next, and Shift H will go back. So it's told me to do that. I've highlighted that, so we'll move on.
For a selected recipe in the crafting menu, you can read the recipe ingredients and products by pressing K, or the raw ingredient names using Shift plus K, or you can read the product item description by pressing Y. Check the stone furnace recipe info now. Ingredients, stone times 5, products, stone furnace times 1, craft time 0.5 seconds by default.
Okay, so I only need stone to build this, but we'll do Shift plus K.
Base ingredients, stone.
And we'll do what?
Stone furnace, produced 0 last minute, 0 last 10 minute, 0 last hour, 0 last 1,000 hours.
And that's all
consumed
the stuff
0
it
last
told me
minute,
to do.
0 last 10 minute, 0 last hour, 0 last 1,000 hours. You can craft one set of a selected crafting recipe by pressing left bracket, and you can craft 5 units by pressing right bracket. Use these keys to craft 8 stone furnaces. The orders get added to your crafting queue while your character works on them.
Okay, so right bracket will create 5 and left bracket will create 1 at a time. So I'm going to press the right bracket once and the left bracket 3 times to make 8 as it told me to.
Started crafting crafting 1 stone furnace, 5 total in queue.
There's 8 of them being built, so...
Next in the crafting menu, find burner mining drills within the production category. Press K to check the ingredients needed.
So we're going to find the mining burner drills.
Menu closed.
Oh.
Inventory, stone furnace X8, crafting, access radar, can craft 0. Intermediate production, boiler, menu closed.
I keep pressing E
inventory,
by mistake.
Crafting, access radar, can craft 0.
D.
Intermediate production, boiler, burner mining drill, can craft 13.
Burner mining drill, and I've got to check the recipe.
Ingredients, iron plate times 3, iron gear wheel times 3, stone furnace times 1, products, burner mining drill times 1, craft time 2 seconds by default.
Okay, so it's told me that I need metal plates, metal gears, and burner furnaces. So...
Note that the recipe includes stone furnaces that you already crafted, and iron gear wheels that you do not have. When you order to craft the drill, the crafting queue automatically adds iron gear wheel sets so that it can use them to make drills, and the queue automatically takes existing stone furnaces to save time.
There we go. So it's going to use them.
Craft 5 burner mining drills. You should have 3 stone furnaces left.
Okay, so we'll craft them now. So 5 of them, we'll just use the right bracket.
Started crafting 5 burner mining drill, 5 total in queue. Now that you have extra mining drills, you can use some to mine coal. Head over to the nearest coal patch and walk 5 steps towards the middle.
Okay, so we'll do that. So we'll get out of this
menu closed.
We'll scan for coal.
Huge rock 65 northeast 1 of 1. Scan complete. Copper ore 3 aligned north 1. Big sandy rock 30. Coal 42 aligned southeast 1 of 8. Coal 42 aligned southeast 1 of 8. Distant.
And we'll teleport to it.
Teleported 0 of target.
Right, so it's saying we're 0 off target. So I'll just turn off cursor mode.
Cursor mode disabled. Dirt 2. Coal, X1157.
So I've got to head down. So it's set about 5 steps into it. I'm 1.
Coal, coal,
3,
coal,
4,
coal,
5.
X3689.
And we'll turn cursor mode back on before I forget.
Cursor mode enabled. Coal, X3689.
We'll step.
Grab your stack of mining drills and press left bracket to place 1 down.
Okay, so... Gotta go E.
Inventory, burner mining drill X5 extraction machine.
So we'll press left on
burner
that.
mining drill facing west 5 in hand. Menu closed.
And then it told me to place it. So I'm going to
coal, X2, coal, X3600, coal, X, character Roderberg 69.
I'm going to place it
Coal,
directly
X3689.
in front of me. So we'll place one.
Burner mining drill, facing west, mining from coal times
Okay.
17. Enable cursor mode and align the cursor with the northwest corner of the drill on the ground. Move 2 tiles in any direction and place the second drill. They are now
Okay.
wall to wall with each other.
So, wants another drill, so I'll just make sure where I'm at.
Northwest corner at 62.
Yep, so I'm in the
44.
northwest
Preview
corner
is
of
2
that,
tiles wide to the
so-
east and 2 tiles high to the south.
I'm going to put this one to the east, just like I did in the last building.
Burner
1,
mining, coal,
2,
X4504.
and then we place it down.
Burner mining drill, facing west, mining
Right.
from coal times 21,000, out of fuel.
See what it says.
Press Q to empty your hand.
Yep.
Then use R to rotate both mining drills so that they face into each other. This can be confirmed by selecting a drill and noting that it outputs into the other drill.
Okay.
Emptied hand.
So my hand's empty.
Burner
I'll go
burner
back
mining
to the
coal, X2
initial
burner
drill.
mining drill, facing west, mining from coal times
So
17,000,
it's
out of
facing
fuel.
the wrong way, so we'll face it to the east because I know that other drill is to the east.
North, east.
Right, and we'll just check
Coal,
that.
burner mining drill, facing east outputs to burner mining drill, mining from coal times 17,000,
Right, so
out of
that's
fuel.
telling me that it's going to output to the other
Burner
mining drill.
drill drop chute, facing east, burner mining drill, facing west, mining from coal times 21,000, out of fuel.
So that one doesn't actually tell me that it's going, it's facing the correct direction, but it doesn't tell me it's going to output to.
Burner mining drill drop chute, facing west, mining
I'm
from
just
coal,
going to leave
burner
it,
mining
but
drill,
normally what I
facing
do is I
west,
just
mining from
rotate
coal
it
times
around
21,000,
until it's back
out of
to
fuel.
there, and then it tells me so. But I'm going to leave it for now and just see if it actually works. So let's see what happens.
Smart drop 1 unit of coal into one of the drills and now your self-replenishing coal supply is ready. Both
Okay.
drills mine, burner coal, X, burner mining drill,
finish that
facing
off
east outputs
so
to
you
burner
can hear
mining
that
drill,
again.
mining from, smart drop 1 unit of coal into one of the drills and now your self-replenishing coal supply is ready. Both drills mine from the ground and output into each other's fuel slots. You can smart collect a half or full stack from these drills every time you swing by. Just be careful to leave at least 1 coal unit in at least 1 drill so that the system keeps running.
So what it's basically saying is these drills are mining into each other because they're only miners, so they only need fuel and then they output to something else. So these are outputting to each other, so they're actually filling each other's fuel slots up. So eventually they will stop, and what you do is you just collect the coal and then that will restart them. You just got to make sure one always has at least 1 coal. So what I do is I'll collect the coal out of one, I'll wait probably 5 seconds for it to mine one from the other one, and then I'll go and empty the other one. So you get basically 100 coal each time you do that. So right, I'll get my coal. And we'll
Inventory,
get this thing
burner
started.
mining drill X3
I just want to
extraction
see
machine.
if it actually works because I haven't re-rotated that other one.
Stone furnace X, burner mining, stone, wood X1 row, coal X50 raw resource.
Right, so it says I only need 1, so we'll get.
Coal 50 in hand
coal.
62 total. Stone
What is
X50
that?
raw resource, Z.
Well,
Stone X19 raw resource. Stone X50 raw resource. Stone iron plate X, stone X50 raw resource.
I thought I exited.
Menu closed.
Now what have I got in my hand?
Coal 49 in hand
Right.
61 total. Burner mining item on ground,
Yeah.
coal.
See, I threw another piece of coal on the ground.
Burner mining drill drop chute, facing east outputs to burner mining drill,
And I've
mining
got to
from
figure
coal
out how
times
to pick them up
17,000,
because
out of fuel,
F is meant
item
to
on
pick
ground,
up.
coal, picking up coal from ground, and possibly more items.
But it doesn't actually pick it up.
No items within range to pick up, coal, burner mining drill, facing east output,
it did
coal,
pick it up.
X2000, burner mining
The
drill,
other day when I
burner
done it,
mining
it
drill,
didn't work,
facing
so
east
excellent.
outputs to burner mining
Okay.
drill, mining from coal times 17,000, out of fuel,
Right, so we've got a smart deposit 1 coal
Z.
and then
Emptied
get rid of
hand.
the coal out of my hand. Right, so that one's working. And it sounds like the other one's working. So,
Burner mining drill, facing west outputs to burner mining drill, mining from coal times 21,000.
right, so that one should start having fuel in it now, so we'll open
Warnings, short range, no warnings displayed.
it. Oh, press the wrong key.
No warnings for this range. Press tab to burner mining drill drop chute, burner mining drill, coal, X, burner mining, 1 fuel, coal X6.
Right, so that's got 6 coal in it, but we know
Menu
the other
closed.
one's facing that one.
Burner mining drill, burner mining
It's
drill,
the other
facing
one.
burner mining drill, 1 fuel, coal X8.
Yep, so they're both working. So that I didn't have to re-rotate it.
Coal X10.
So let's just see what it
Menu
says
closed.
now.
Burner mining drill. Facing east outputs to burner
So
mining
that's
drill.
facing
Mining
east.
from coal time. Burner mining drill drop shoot. Burner mining drill. Facing west outputs to burner
Yep,
mining
so
drill.
now
Mining
that it's
from coal
actually
times
working, it is
21,000.
actually telling it. So just as long as it's facing the right direction, you don't have to rotate it until it says. Because I was being really pedantic and making sure it was. All right, so there's our coal mining sorted out.
Set up a fast travel point next to your pair of coal drills. With your iron supply and coal supply secured, you can next move on to acquiring other resources.
All right, so let me just set up this fast travel point because I'm going to continue using this tutorial.
Fast travel. Navigate up and down with W and S to read relocate, broadcast, delete, create new.
Create new. Left click on
Dash.
that. Oh, left click.
Type in a name for this fast travel point.
And this is
C U dash C O A K L N M I N E. Fast travel point coal mine created at 6243.
Right, so we've got our coal mine created. Now let me just get out of cursor mode.
I.
Oh, gotta get out of that menu first.
Menu closed. Cursor mode disabled. Coal. Dirt 3.
Just
Dirt.
run away from that noise.
Dirt 5.
Right. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show today. I just wanted to showcase the access mod and how well it's made, and the tutorial is custom made for blind and low vision people. So I really want to thank the guys that make this access mod. They've done a really great job, and they're still working on it now to improve it even more. So I'm not in their Discord server at the moment, but they do have a Discord server. They have a wiki. They have the Git page. So I would go and check it all out if I was you. If you weren't sure about getting the game, the only thing I will say is the game gets very complicated and very in-depth later on. There's lots of machinery to build and lots of things to do. So maybe take that in mind. But it's a great game, and I'm looking forward to getting right into it. So but I just wanted to showcase it today and show that access mod is really good, really easy to use, and works really well in the game. It doesn't detract from the game at all. And I'm working on playing with a sighted friend to have some fun with this game. And I'm hoping I am part of the Blind Gaming Club, and I'm hoping we get some more members in that are willing to join, and we can create our own server for that and have some fun. So, but as I said, if you want more information on the Blind Gaming Club, I will leave the link in the description, and you can check that out. So if you like these videos, please like this video so it improves the algorithm so more people can see it. And if you like my content and my tutorials / demos, please subscribe so you get notified when I make more videos. So, okay, that's it for this one today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Catch ya.